This is the Louie Tee Network.
In the lab room. 5 minutes or less.
Indianapolis Colts.
Welcome, you are in the lab room. I'm your host, Lou. Thank you for joining me. 5 Minute or Less series, 2014 schedule release of the Indianapolis Colts. This is funny. Let me tell you a quick story. I was talking to a buddy of mine and I said, Andrew Luck and the Indianapolis Colts have arrived. They're going to be a 5-star team this year when the schedule comes out. You fast forward to April 23rd, the schedules come out. I look at it and what do you know? 5-star team in the Indianapolis Colts with Andrew Luck as their leader. So you look at primetime matchups, and of course, I just told you we're talking about a 5-star team, and rightfully so. Andrew Luck has arrived, and so you look at their schedule. Week 6 at Houston on Thursday Night Football. You want to make sure that the Texans stay in their place. Go to their place early in the season, Thursday Night Football, primetime television, and take care of them. You go to Sunday Night Football. There's 2 of these. Week 1 at the Denver Broncos, right out of the gate. The schedule makers throw you a huge obstacle. How do you handle that? You're at Peyton's place. And it's almost like protege versus understudy, except they never played with each other. And you know Peyton wants to get Andrew Luck back for last season. He spoiled Peyton's homecoming party. Luck got it done. You know Peyton wants revenge. And revenge is a dish best served ice cold. And you know it's going to be a cold-blooded affair when these two hook up. Week 1, Sunday Night Football. Colts at Broncos. That's going to be a lot of fun. You look at Week 11, Indianapolis Colts home for the New England Patriots. That's a big game. You know why? Because Andrew Luck is 0 for 2 versus Tom Brady. He can't seem to beat Brady and the New England Patriots. And if you want to go to the Super Bowl, you want to take that next step. Guess what 2 teams you're going to have to find a way to beat? At least one of these teams, Denver and New England. And you got both of them on Sunday Night Football. Let's see how you fare. You got this one at home. Let's see if you can get it done. New England, Week 11 at your place. Week 2, Monday Night Football. Home for the Philadelphia Eagles, an early season matchup between 2 divisional winners from a season ago. That's going to be a lot of fun. Probably going to be a lot of fireworks, a lot of offensive firepower in this game. Eagles, one of the higher scoring teams in the league last season. We know Andrew Luck in this offense, when they're clicking on all cylinders, can be a handful. That's going to be a game with a lot of points. Whoever has the ball last could end up being your winner. You look at week number 9. You're at the Giants. And so Colts taking their act on the road. Monday Night Football in New York versus the Giants. That's going to be a tough matchup. Anytime you're on the road and it's in one of those environments that can be tricky, could be a little windy that night. You don't know what Giants defense is going to show up. The guys that can get after the quarterback, you have no idea. That's going to be fun. Eli Manning could show up and throw you 4 picks. Eli Manning could show up and throw 3 touchdown passes and no interceptions. You don't know. It's the Giants. It's the Colts. It's Monday night. That's going to be a game that I'll sign up for 9 times out of 10. So you move on to divisional games. And if you're the Colts, you won this division last season because you took care of business within this division. Do it again, and you'll probably find yourself atop this division again. So you look at the slate. Houston, week 15, you're home. Late in the season, Texas coming to your place, got to take care of business. Week 6, talked about this as a primetime game. You're on the road at Houston, Thursday Night Football. You want to send a statement to these Texans that they're still bottom feeders in this division. Go to their house, smack them around, come out with a W on primetime television. You look at the Jacksonville Jaguars, week 12. You have to continue to own the Jacksonville Jaguars. If you want to continue to win this division, you must beat the teams that you are supposed to beat. And currently, until Jacksonville gets their act together, they're a team that you're supposed to beat. So week 12, at home, beat the Jacksonville Jaguars. Week 3, you got to go to Jacksonville on the road. It's an early statement game in the season. One of those, hey, you're Jacksonville, I'm Indy. I run a division. You're paying rent to stay in this division. Pay me my money. So you got to go to Jacksonville and have those guys ante up. You look at week 4, you're home for Tennessee. This is a scary team because Tennessee gives you fits. You find a way to win usually, but it's always tough. If you're Indy, you got to find a way to get it done at home versus the Tennessee Titans early in the season, which leads me to week 17. You finish up the season at Tennessee. That could be for the division. That could be for a playoff berth. That could be for a number of things. It's on the road. It's at Tennessee. It's going to be tough. I expect you to have every opportunity to win that game. Now, will you need that game? Who knows? You could have wrapped this division up much like last season in week 15 and don't have anything to play for. Or you could have everything to play for. Just know that it's on the road in Tennessee, a place that has not been kind to you in the past. That could be a tough get for you late in the season, week 17 at the Titans. So you move on to anomalies. These are stretches in the schedule that stand out. 3 out of 4 at home or on the road. 4 out of 5 at home or on the road. 4 straight at home or on the road. 3 straight at home or on the road. A game in London. These are all anomalies. You look at this Colts schedule, and there are anomalies aplenty on this schedule. You start with the home anomaly. 3 out of 4 at home in weeks 2 through 5. And so they've got a stretch right out of the gate, essentially, that sees them right after that Denver game on the road. They come back home, and they got 3 out of 4 at home. So if you're Indy, take advantage of that opportunity to stockpile some wins at home. Again, the good teams in this league protect their house. If you're the Colts, find a way to go 3-1 in that stretch, to go 4-0 in that stretch. Worst case scenario, you're 2-2 in that stretch, and you'll feel really good about what you've been able to accomplish if you are the Indianapolis Colts. You also have another home anomaly. 3 straight home games, weeks 11 through 13. So late in the season, they give you another bone. They say, hey, we'll toss you a bone early on, 3 out of 4 at home. Now we're tossing you another bone late. 3 straight home games. Take advantage of these opportunities to win games in Indy. You look at away anomalies. Of course, they're going to come at you with some away anomalies. 3 out of 4. You got 2 of these. 3 out of 4 anomalies on the road. Your first one, week 6 through 9, middle portion of the season. Got to take care of business. If you are the Indianapolis Colts, again, good teams in this league win on the road. You're not going to win all of them, but if you can find a way to get some wins on the road under your belt, you got to feel good about your chances to repeat, not only as divisional champions, but to give yourself the best opportunity to make the postseason and do something with that berth once you get in. You look at weeks 14 through 17, another 3 out of 4 stretch where you're on the road. And that's a toughie because that's to wrap up your season. So that's a tough, critical stretch for you. 3 out of 4 at the end of the season, when you're probably going to need it to get into the postseason. You got to strap it up and find a way to get wins on the road. I told you week 17 was at Tennessee. So you already know that's going to be a tough stretch of football. You got to find a way to get road victories to wrap up your season. And so you go to your bye week, week number 10, a gorgeous bye, gives you a chance to recharge that battery, and you're going to need it because you've got a lot of road games to wrap up the season. So you come off of one of your road anomalies, hit that bye week, come out of that bye, and then you're going to have one of those road anomalies down the road. So definitely need to use that bye to its full advantage. You look at your mark your calendar games. Week 1 at Denver. That's a statement game right out of the gate. You're at Denver, Peyton Manning and that group, the team that went to the Super Bowl as the representative from the AFC. That's a measuring stick game. See what you can do on the road against the Denver Broncos and Peyton Manning. Week 11. Home for New England on Sunday Night Football. I already talked about that as a primetime matchup. Colts under Andrew Luck, 0-2 versus Tom Brady and the Patriots. You've got to try to rectify that. This is the first time you've seen Brady at your place. So let's see if you can find a way to exercise some of those demons, because if you find yourself in the postseason, you might see this team once again. You look at week 13, you're home for the Redskins. This is simply an Andrew Luck versus Robert Griffin III thing. This is really not a huge symbolic game, Colts versus Redskins. It's more Robert Griffin III versus Andrew Luck. They're going to play it up. Honestly, I could do without all the hoopla, but there's no way to avoid it. There's no way around it. It's going to be Luck versus Robert Griffin III. I just want to forewarn you, that's a game. Go ahead and mark your calendar for in week number 13. And so that's going to do it for the Indianapolis Colts in 5 minutes or less.
While you're here, go ahead and sub up.
In the lab room.